Hi everyone, welcome to Tony Renee at Home Vlogmas Edition. I was just recording a video for you, and which was supposed to go up tomorrow. And just when I was almost finished, I realized I don't have a very important main ingredient. And I was almost done. So anyway, I had to scramble and find something else that I could do for you, and I came up with this. I hope you enjoy it. This is another recipe that sounds fancy, but it's really not. It's really easy. In this bowl, I have 1 egg white and a teaspoon of water, and I'm going to add just a half a teaspoon of vanilla to this. Or so. Okay, and I'm going to beat this just until it's frothy. We're not making meringue, so we don't want it poofy, but I am going to beat it just until it's frothy. This is kind of a gross analogy, but if you've ever seen an animal that foams at the mouth, that's kind of what you want this to look like. Sorry for that. See, just frothy, bubbly on top. And now we are going to add 4 cups of pecans. And I didn't get my spatula, give me a second. I had just been thinking about that. Get your spatula, don't forget your spatula, and well, I forgot my spatula. Just going to stir these up until these pecans are coated, excuse me, coated with the frothy egg, water, and vanilla. I will type this recipe out for you in the description. I went through my bag of pecans. And tried to get some whole ones and some bigger ones. I wouldn't say that they're all completely whole, but good sized pieces. Okay, I think they are pretty much coated. Can you see? Got that frothiness all over them now. And to this, we're going to add some sweetness. I have a half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of salt, and I have just whisked that together in this bowl, and I'm going to dump that over these pecans, and we're going to stir this up some more. And that's the whole recipe right there. And again, I know I keep saying this, these would be fantastic on a charcuterie board. And if you make those pretzel candies that I taught you how to make in other videos, then I'll put a card in this video. I'll put a couple of cards, whoopsie, to those videos somewhere within this video. And I'll link to them below. Okay, those are, really? Those are coated, good and coated. I have a cookie sheet here lined with parchment paper, and I'm just going to dump these out on this cookie sheet. I love these things. And you know, I fixed those spiced pecans too. Those were so good. And my whole family loved those. My son-in-law is not a fan of pecans, and he loved those. So that tells you how good those were. So if you haven't watched that spiced pecan recipe, you need to go back and watch that and make those. Okay, so if you put these on a charcuterie board and you made those spice nuts, you'd have your spice nuts and your sweet nuts both on the board, and then you'd have those pretzel candies on there, and you would have an amazing sweet and salty charcuterie board. Okay, I'm gonna pop these in the oven, and we are going to stir these every 15 minutes for about 45 minutes total. See you back in a bit. Okay, first 15 minutes are up. They look exactly the same as they did when I put them in there. They're just hot. Just giving them a little stir. And a little stir is about all I can do because it's trying to move my parchment paper around. Oh my gosh, these smell so good. Oh, I love the smell of cinnamon, especially at the holidays. Okay, back in the other oven for 15 minutes. Okay, another 15 minutes has passed. They're starting to firm up a little more. This smells like Christmas, that is for sure. Alrighty, 15 minutes, one more time for a total of 45. I'll see you back then. Okay, 45 minutes later, here they are. Stir them every 15 minutes. And now we're just going to let these sit here and cool. Perfect for putting in gift bags, in little goodie bags, or in tins and giving for gifts. Charcuterie board, like I had mentioned. Or just sitting around and eating a handful by yourself. I hope you give these a try. Be sure and let me know if you do. Comment down below if you try this recipe and what you think of it. Be sure and give this video a thumbs up, please. It lets YouTube know that my videos are worth viewing and it helps my channel to grow. And be sure and subscribe and click the all button on the notification bell so you know anytime that I upload a new video. I do have some pantry videos coming up and making a meal plan according to what I have in both of my pantries. Those are coming up here real soon in just a few days. And in the meantime, I will see you in the next one. God bless. These are still warm, but I'm standing here breaking them up because of the egg white. They do have kind of a crunchy coating on them that really holds on to those spices. I just broke that one. Oh my goodness. Trying one was a horrible thing to do because now I can't stop eating them. They are so good. You guys have got to try this recipe, really. You saw how easy it was. It takes a little bit longer than the spiced nuts because that coating of the egg white has to set up. But these are so good. And they're amazing when they're warm. I imagine it being like walking down a street and seeing a street vendor in the city and buying a bag of these, and he keeps them a little warm. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. I hope you enjoy.